Hey Sagittarius, how are you doing? Happy birthday to my December Sagittarians. I hope that you're having an awesome month so far. And of course, I want to wish you a really happy holiday season. Whether you're celebrating Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, any of the good things this month, or whether you don't celebrate anything at all, I really hope that you spend this month surrounded by love and spirit. Wow. So Sag, I just have to show you this lady just flew out, so she'll be the first card in your spread, but this is literally, this is your card. In terms of the zodiac relating to tarot, that's you. And I was going to say that I hope that you feel all of your gifts. I hope that you feel everything in flow this month. Spirit's been giving me channeled messages for everybody's holidays, and they're talking, I mean, it's perfect. Temperance, that's you. 1 foot on land, 1 foot in the sea, a mutable, changeable, adaptable character that you are, Sagittarius, quite a natural creative. Here's your next card flying out. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. Looks to be a pretty exciting month. Pretty good so far. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you as we go on. And of course, as always, Sagittarius, if you ever want to book a reading or if you'd like to buy a reading for a friend, I have gift cards and all my info linked below. Okay. All right. Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to know this month? Sagittarius, for their highest good. What do they need to know for their highest good? And don't worry, I'll pan you down in just a sec. Sagittarius, if you haven't been here before, you will see all in just one moment. Okay, wow. You got jumpers like crazy this month, Sagittarius. Before I ever turn on the camera, I meditate, I pray, and I shuffle the cards for a good little while, all about you before we even do it like on screen. And they were jumping like crazy during that, and they're jumping like crazy now, and that has not been the case for other signs. So this is interesting. It suits you, right? Hey, kitty. Hi. My kitty is like all over me for some reason. She's super amorous. Hi, babe. You can chill for the reading if you want, but I'm gonna need the space. Thank you. No. Sorry, Sag. She's bad kitty. I love her, but she's bad kitty. All right. Playful energy, though, again, Sagittarius. Jumpy, playful energy. You're attracting the fun. Okay, December, Sagittarius Spirit. What does Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and Rising need to know this month? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Just a couple more, please, Spirit, for Sagittarius in December. Sagittarius in December. Wow. Okay. Sagittarius. One more, please, Spirit, for Sagittarius. December. For their highest good. Wow. Leapt out. That was cool. Okay. All right. Let's get lined up and show you what you're working with here, Sag. Month of movement, month of release. Definitely some big victories here, and I feel like some of you are walking away from some things, but I feel like it's to your benefit. Some of this is like walking away, turning away from self-imposed fear, which is a really wonderful thing to see. Like, look, I used to be scared of this, or I didn't think I was ready for this, and there's a good push for you in December. A push of the best kind. Okay, all right, let's look at it, Sag, right? Let's look at it together. Pardon all of this face. Here we go. Here's your month in pretty pictures. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius. So like I said, we kick off with your card, Temperance. You know, it's the holidays. We're all kind of like eating a lot. There's also that infamous, you know, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, there's that famous, like, we pack on the pounds a little bit. It's cold outside. We want to bundle up. We want to eat a lot of comfort food. And Spirit wants to give you a little bit of counsel just on a very mundane, earthly level to watch out for your body. To definitely, you know, enjoy the foods of the season and the drinks. Have some eggnog, but don't have 9. You know what I'm saying? And definitely hydrate. Again, 'tis the season some of you are celebrating a lot, and you really want to make sure that you're hydrated, and that, you know, if you're going to go to 8 Christmas parties, hey kitty, that that you're at least, you know, eating a big fat salad for lunch like 5 days out of the week, and then you go bonkers that weekend. That's okay too. Just balance. Everything in moderation. Kitty, are you not hearing me? Everything in moderation, including your adorability. Oh my God, Sag. Come here, babe. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Sagittarius, this is a wonderful card. Can you see how wonderful it is? She's like, yes, it's so wonderful. I'm so sorry, Sag. The Wheel of Fortune says that you've completed a cycle, that you have finished a chapter, and to your benefit, you're moving forward with the lessons learned. And that's followed by this Queen of Cups. Your intuition. Oh my goodness. Do you see her reaching for this card right now, Sagittarius? She's bringing the magic. Okay. Excuse me, kitty. Here's you, Sagittarius. And whenever you have a court card in your reading, this is somebody around you, somebody who's already in your life, or somebody that you're going to run into over the course of December. But it's also about evoking those qualities in yourself, that whenever we run into somebody, they resonate with something inside of us, and Spirit really wants you to be able to trust your intuition this month, kitty. I'm going to trust my intuition, that as cute as you are, you're never going to leave me alone. Okay. And they want you to trust your intuition because there's this temptation to get stuck in your thoughts this month, okay? To feel trapped by limiting beliefs, by fears, by... The cycle is done, Sagittarius, so there's no reason for you to hold yourself back, because that's what this card represents, holding yourself back. The positive aspect of this is whatever you're afraid of, whatever, you know, rationalizations you're giving yourself or reasons that this or that can't happen, they're not real, Sag. And you are a freedom-loving, adventure-seeking spirit, so it really doesn't suit you to act like this. So, who is your Queen of Cups? Who is your intuitive, loving, compassionate, and very, like, emotionally intelligent friend, companion, lover, mother? Of course, you know that these are general readings, Sagittarius, so I get a lot of messages, and I want you to trust your own intuition and follow its thread through the reading. And they're talking about intuition needs to overcome this fear. Swords are the intellect, cups are the soul, you know, and sometimes the intellect can get in the way. It can do more harm than good at a certain point. You know, we need all 4 of the elements, that's why they're all represented here. But, like they said, moderation. Too much of any one thing is too much. Too much salt and the soup is ruined, right? Too much sugar and the dessert is inedible. So, Spirit wants you to remedy that by making slow, steady progress. It's kind of like they're showing me a to-do list, and you need to, like, instead of writing on your to-do list, set up website, you need to write on your to-do list, like, buy domain name, like, set deadline for launch, create 3 blog posts. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you? Sagittarius, this could be anything. They're just giving me website because that's it for some of you. Like, oh, I've been meaning to set up this blog, or I've been meaning to, you know, instead of set up YouTube channel, have it be like, you know, 1, sign up for YouTube. 2, fill out YouTube about profile. 3, film 3 YouTube videos for future posting. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't make it this big, enormous, nebulous, like, write a great American novel. Write, you know, create outline for chapter 1. You know what I mean? Set schedule for writing. Make it easier on yourself. Bring it small, bring it down to earth so that you don't get overwhelmed and disappoint yourself. You think really big, Sagittarius, and you're the sign of growth, you're the sign of higher learning, you're the sign of adventure and going out and getting and doing and learning and becoming. And sometimes that can become like too big of a picture. Sometimes you can lose sight of like the nuts and bolts that build the stairs that take you up to the heights to reach your goals. You know what I'm saying? So there's a little bit of bring your attention to the nuts and bolts this month. Bring your attention to the habits that lead to the goals rather than this is my big, big goal. You know what I'm saying? Instead of thinking about the tapestry, think about the threads that are all weaving together, if that makes sense. Take it day by day, take it moment by moment. I want to address, right at the center of your reading, there's definitely an element of disappointment and loss. And what Spirit is coming up with right away is that, you know, it's the holidays, and this is the time of year when those of us who have lost something, you know, lost a family member, lost a relationship, lost a job, that's when those moments like come into the most stark relief, because all this happy music is playing and there's lights and every message is like, yay, everybody's so happy, everybody's with their partner, everybody's with their family, sitting down to these beautiful meals, giving out these presents. And if you don't have that, there can be this real like funk, you know what I mean, just settles over. And what do you call this except like a funk? This is a card of like dejection, depression, disenchantment, of feeling disappointed in how things have turned out, and even a little bit of like, you know, bah humbug bitterness possible. And you don't want that, Sagittarius. That does not suit you. It does not come to you naturally. And I want you to notice that over your shoulder, somebody is pouring you a new cup, okay? So for those of you that have lost something, and this Four of Cups followed immediately by the Five of Cups, by this guy crying over these three empty cups. And, you know, it's okay, Sagittarius. We need to grieve. We have to. It's necessary. To bypass it is folly. However, when you're ready, just, you know, very similar to this card. I'm just going to bring these guys up together. When you're ready, no judgment, to take, you know, your head out of your hands or to remove your blindfold and look around, you'll notice there are still two full cups behind you and beautiful things growing in your life, okay? All that I mean by that is there's still wonderful things happening for you. Wonderful things. I mean, these two cards sit at the center of your reading, but look what comes after. Look at the beauty, look at the brightness, the lovers, victory, speed, like reunion. These are beautiful cards of wish fulfillment and of achievement. So this is interesting, and Spirit, you know, they never cease to amaze me the way they come in. And what they're saying is that this month, Sag, whatever you do, whatever your talent or your gift or your goal is, you will benefit very much in December by honing your craft, by like enhancing your skills, by, like they said, taking it slow and steady, really putting things into like small containers, like they said, instead of the big broad goal, putting it down into the nuts and bolts and like crossing that off before you move on to the next thing. You have a lot of really wonderful ideas, and you don't want to kind of, you know, not to get into like a brain chemistry lesson here, because God, far be it from me, but we only have so much quote unquote like cognitive juice, like creative decision-making juice, right? There's a reason that like Steve Jobs only wore like a black turtleneck and like kind of had a uniform, and Mark Zuckerberg does that, and there are other people who really like embrace this idea of like routines and like, well, this is what I eat so that, you know, or I lay my clothes out the night before so the next morning I'm not like quote unquote wasting any of that creative or cognitive kind of like optimum performance juice on stupid things like which top should I wear. So can you kind of systematize a little bit more this month and make things just a little bit easier for yourself, especially for those of you who are suffering from any kind of depression? Those kinds of systems and self-care in a very basic way can be so helpful in like getting you over the hump and back to feeling more like yourself, or recognizing like the fat, juicy grapes and full cups that still exist in your life and sipping from them and tasting them and enjoying them. Focus on your craft, because that's going to open up roads. You have the Lovers here, a card everybody likes to see. And yes, this speaks of love and passion and union, Sagittarius. And for some of you, this is about love. This is about, Spirit just said marriage. So some of you are either maybe celebrating an anniversary or getting married or getting engaged in December. This is beautiful. This is like spiritual union. This is powerful. There's, you know, love cards, and then there's the Lovers. But the other thing about the Lovers is it represents a choice and a crossroads and an amazing opportunity to pursue your passion, whatever sets your heart on fire, whether it's a person or a goal. And for many of you, it is a goal. For many of you, it's your creativity. You want to be recognized for your skills and talents and what you bring to the table. That is very accessible in December and on into January. Okay, that's what they're telling me, so that's what I'm telling you. We're talking about December, but they're like, yeah, and into January. So there's a big celebration possible, a big launch possible. Are you, again, it's like they're showing me, like, are you starting the channel or starting the blog or launching the business, or what is this? Because it's looking great. You got to throw it out there, Sag. If you can get over like that bit of dejection or depression and you throw yourself out there, the opportunities are coming in like wildfire. Look at that beautiful meteor just striking the ground outside the gates. The gates are being thrown, blown open, okay? Spirit is telling me that this rainbow is the clarity after this rain, okay? And what they want, the reason they want me to say that is, again, I'm always wary of saying things like that. But Sagittarius, you're kind of a philosophical soul, so I'm not as worried about saying it to you. But I always feel like prefacing things like, you know, the rain had to come so that you could see, or whatever. Like, I always feel like, ugh, but there's people who are dealing with poverty and death and struggle. So I want you to know that I completely acknowledge that. However, Spirit really is unequivocally saying, you couldn't have seen or done what you're seeing and doing this month without that grief and without that pain and loss, okay? Your spirit is being forged, and you are in turn forging amazing things for yourself and for other people. Your money is growing, your skills are growing this month, your recognition is growing. This is a big month for transition, but the most positive kind, not like that tower transition of like, well, fuck it, like it or not, here we go. Like, no, the Wheel of Fortune is positive direction, momentum, learning, having whatever you've been through recently leading into the next thing, and you being more powerful for the lessons you've learned rather than less powerful. The tower can leave us feeling vulnerable and shaken, where the Wheel of Fortune is more like, you know, you're at the amusement park and or the carnival, and you get on the Ferris wheel, Wheel of Fortune, get where I'm going with this, and you ride to the very top, and you know how we all get that nice like little stop for a minute or so at the top of the wheel, and we get to look around, and it's like that moment where you can look all over the park and be like, oh my god, there's the merry-go-round, that's what I wanted to get on next. Or like, oh my god, like I couldn't find, you know, like the hammer or whatever scary ride you might want to get on, Sag. I'm not the one. And you can suddenly see, oh my god, I needed to go through this to get to that. Cool, so that's where I'm going next. Now I've got a plan. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get a bird's eye view. The wheel is turning. Things are changing. I want you to trust your intuition and trust this friend or healer or like relative of yours that gives you that calm, compassionate, non-judgmental reflection time. The one that helps you see, dive past the waves. You know, if the mind is an ocean and your thoughts are the waves, and you've got to dive past that into the deep where your intuition is, past thoughts, past emotions, into the deep depths of knowing, of your truth. This person can help you do that. You need to dive past the thoughts, dive past the grief, and see, what has this all been showing me? How has this been taking me to the top of the wheel to see where my fortune is? What is the next thing? I'm looking at the horizon now. Beautiful connection coming to you this month, okay? Some of you may be reconnecting with friends from the past and even like siblings. This is a very saucy card in this deck, but usually this is the card of nostalgia and of childhood friends reuniting. Sometimes it's old lovers. So general reading, Sagittarius, what's ringing a bell for you? Is this someone calling out from the past and saying, can we try again? Or is this getting back and getting into snowball fights with people that you love from your childhood? Either way, I'm feeling it's a very lovely reunion because of the way the cards are arranged around it. You will be surprised at how your cups will be refilled in December. That's what they're telling me. All right, and now Sagittarius, let's look at your Fiercely Focused spread, that quick 5-card spread we always do at the end to get a theme for your month, and then a card representing the action that you can best take in the different areas of your life, like money, job, love, relationships, work, etc. Okay, I just had like 5 of the same thing. It's okay. All right, and Sag, for this part, I'm gonna bring you up because I want to see you. Hey. Okay, pardon all of the white face and white face. Okay. All right, Sag. So what's the theme for Sagittarius in December, Spirit? What is the theme for Sagittarius? What do they need to know for their highest good? My God. Okay, see, this makes me really excited, not only because this is literally the ultimate card in the tarot and like the best, the top, the world, bigger, better than you thought possible. Spirit was giving me all this kind of imagery, like I was saying before, of seeing things from the top, getting like this bird's eye view and being able to see where you go. Like, look at her literally floating in the sky. You have learned and come through such a major cycle. 2018 is going to be something bigger for you. You went through a lot in 2017, Sag, and 2018 is like a whole new ball game, and I really want you to take some time to reflect on your year and think about everything that you've learned and how you're going to incorporate it in 2018. What are you going to do with all this amazing spiritual, like evolutionary knowledge that you have, this wisdom that you've attained? Oof. Big wisdom, big catharsis, big recognitions and epiphanies coming for you in December. That's good stuff. Okay, so Sag is on top of the world, and that also speaks very well for whatever this is that you're doing. Like they said, this big thing that you need to break down into little pieces. It's going to be bigger, better, broader, go out to more people than you thought possible. So whether you're, you're a writer, whether you're a blogger or an artist or a creative or a business owner, it's going to be bigger than you thought it was going to be. Worldwide release, perhaps? Are you going international, Sag? All right, let's see. Now let's look at your job, your resources, your money. What does Sag need to know for their highest good when it comes to the earthly element in December, Spirit? Ha! Same card, different deck. This is matches up with the card of like the blooming, all the 8 blooming pentacles. What did they say? Sit down and focus. Hammer this out. Work on your craft. For 1 hour a day, I practice this because I want to be better, or I want to have this project done by the end of December, and that means I have to do it this amount of time for this amount of days. Set your schedule, plan your work, work your plan. This is an upgrade in your skills coming when you sit down and practice, Sagittarius. That is, oof, the world, and then that, kid, your skills are getting a big upgrade. You've got something very worthwhile to present. Just a little more work. You're moving from apprentice to master, okay? You're mastering your craft. All right. Now let's look at what you're thinking. What's on your mind? What kind of interplays, discussions are you having? What kind of interactions with other people or with the mind can you expect? Queen of Swords. You had the Queen of Cups earlier too. Okay, so this is highly intelligent, highly intelligent, and even Spirit is using the word charismatic, which is not something I always get with the Queen of Swords. But this is a highly intelligent, highly charismatic friend of yours. Just because it's a queen doesn't mean it has to be a woman. You can identify as whatever. Queens and kings and all that is a lot more about the personality type, and the Queen of Swords is a creative communicator. She's a natural leader. She's got an enviable vocabulary and kind of like literary or film references like up the wazoo. This is somebody that you have an endlessly you know, stimulating relationship with when it comes to the mental realm. For some of you, this could be a mother or a relative. For others of you, this is somebody that you admire in whatever way. This is a truth teller. This is someone with a lot of integrity, and you admire that, Sagittarius. Like, truth is your whole aim. I feel like this person can also be a really great, like, Spirit just used the word editor. So whatever project you're working on, this may be somebody that you want to get their, like, their professional or semi-professional opinion on it, because whatever they do, they've got great taste and they've got integrity. So they're that friend that, you know, if you really do ask, like, does my ass look fat in this? They're going to tell you yes if it does. So this is a wonderful person to consult. A lot of integrity, Spirit said, and a lot of, like, creativity, and definitely has a way with words. Okay. All right, Sag. Now let's look at your heart, your emotions, your relationships and friendships. What does Sagittarius need to know in December when it comes to their feelings, their love life, their heart? Wow, this guy just flipped out. Okay. So a lot on your mind, a lot of things that you want. This is about focus. Focus, Sagittarius. If, you know, he who chases 2 rabbits chases none. Or catches none, sorry. Hello. Haha. Focus, right? Focus. Not everything that you want is worth pouring your energy into and chasing after. Okay, Sagittarius? Take December to really, like they said, focus. Bring it into a smaller container. Break it into smaller pieces. It's not that Spirit doesn't want you to dream. You know, I don't want to butcher that Thoreau quote, but he said something to the effect of, it's not a problem if you've built your castles in the sky. Now just put the foundations under them. Okay? So if you've got big dreams, Sagittarius, that's fine, as long as you're willing to do the work to get them. Okay? But you can't just kind of stand there looking at them forever and expect them to come to you. If you build it, it will come. Okay, Sag. And finally, let's look at your element. What's activating you, energizing you, lighting you up in December? Ha! Beautiful. Queen of Wands. 3 out of 4 queens, eh? This is creativity, charisma. This is you, Sagittarius. Take the lead. Be the creative, charismatic leader that you know that you are. The Queen of Wands leads with her charm. Leads with her magic. Check out the black cat and the literal magic wand. Okay? Make your magic. Be the leader in your life. This is your element, the fiery element. Don't hold back or step back. That 8 of Swords said, like, there's something in you that is like, but I don't know, is this too much? Is this like, am I really worthy? Can I really do this? Yes. Take it from a stranger on the internet and your spiritual board of directors that are like flying around right now, okay? They're going to give you the signs too. This is not going to be the only message that you receive that pulls you in this direction, and that's what they're telling me. So I want you to listen to the other messengers that come to you, whether they're your friends, songs on the radio that come on at just the right moment when you need them, whatever. Trust the signs. You're being led, okay? Hammer this out and do this, and you will make something amazing happen, Sagittarius. Big, beautiful bird's eye view of your future coming in December. This bodes well for 2018. I'm excited for you. Okay, Sag, thank you so much for being here. I really hope that this is helpful and that it resonates with you. And I would, of course, as always, love to hear from you, whether it's in the comments or on social media or email, whatever. All that stuff is linked below. And I hope I see you again before 2018, but if not, I'm wishing you again very happy holidays this year and a very happy new year. Here comes all the face. Bye, Sag.